Hot Rod Sportster S. Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker down here at Lust Hills Harley Davidson, lusthillshd.com in Southwest Iowa. Look what they've laid out for us today. This is an amazing motorcycle. This is a Sportster S, and we are going to go take that hot rod for a spin. Wahoo! 121 horsepower, 94 foot-pounds of torque. That's about 127 newton meters. 6-speed transmission, 28.9-inch seat height. That's 735 millimeters. Wheelbase is 59.7 inches. That's 1,519 millimeters. Amazing, amazing motorcycle. It's a liquid-cooled V-twin, 60-degree V-twin. It's got variable valve timing. Look at that. I love the minimalist dash. I love that. Just gorgeous. I think I said it already. 6-speed transmission. Looks like the forks are adjustable in the front. I'm not sure about the rear. This is a ride of opportunity, so I'm not really ready for this. We're just kind of winging it. Very different feeling for a Harley. Let's kind of do a little stuff around the parking lot here to get a feel for it. Amazing. Very different feeling. Got a lot of rake to it, it seems. The front tire, I think, is a 17 and the rear is a 16. Incredibly wide. If you're in the market for a new or used Harley Davidson, get yourself down here to Lust Hills Harley Davidson or go to lusthillshd.com. I've got about 100 bikes in this building and at least another 100 in this building back here. New and used. They can help you out. Now, let's see what we can learn about this hot rod, huh? Wahoo! So first thing about the heart of this bike, this is a sports cruiser. Whoa! Amazing pull. Amazing pull. Not just torque, but speed, my friend. Speed. I love the bar end mirrors. It is gear sensitive. Wow. First and second are very tight. Incredibly fat tires, front and rear. The back tire is a monster. This is a powerhouse. A scream demon. There's something living inside this engine that is second to none. 12-to-1 compression. What did I say? 121 horsepower. This is where we normally go over the switch gear. I have not had time to familiarize myself with it. It looks like there are different riding modes. Passive flashlights up here. Cruise control. Wow. Heated grips. Information button right there. Big old joystick area here. Home button here. Horn down here. Blinker here. It's got conventional blinkers. Traction control button here. This is the on-off button. Push down to start. Hazard lights and mode button here. Looks like it has adjustable levers. Does not have the typical Harley Davidson levers. There is a gear indicator down here. TFT dash. Amazing. Let's see if we can do some changes here. Look at that dash. Temperature, range, trip A, trip B, odometer, back to temperature. There is a fuel gauge in there, right down here. Wow. Clock, always visible clock, always visible fuel gauge, and a gear indicator that shows the clutch pulled in. Very impressive. Oh, by the way, how much fuel do we have? Plenty of fuel. Handling is very different from a typical Harley Davidson. I'm told there's a power explosion right over 6,000 RPM, so we're going to try to stay below that. There we are in 6th gear. Let's get up to 60 miles an hour. At 60, we're tacking a little over 3,000 RPM. 3,100 maybe. Going down the 4 lanes, you are definitely in the wind. However, you are leaning forward quite a bit, so you don't really feel it that much. I mean, you feel the wind, but you don't feel the pressure. An incredibly interesting clutch for a Harley Davidson. Very different. Good? Yes. Wow. It's a monster. It's a monster. This is a true performance motorcycle. This is a fast stock Harley Davidson. Seating position, it's got one of them gunslinger seats that hold you in spot. I am leaned forward quite a bit. I'm reaching to the bars for sure. My knees and my hips are about level. My feet are forward. It does have forward control, but with pegs, no running boards. It's an interesting, aggressive feel. You certainly feel like you're in control. What a machine. 43 millimeter forks on the front. I could not find a travel. Also a single disc on the front with a 4-pot caliper. Like I said earlier, this is, look at that beautiful sumac. Like I said earlier, this is actually a video of opportunity. This thing picks up like mad. This thing is amazing. This is a true performance bike. Okay, let's see what we can do about spinning around here in the circle. Very good, very good. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's try the brakes. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Amazing brakes. Pickup is phenomenal. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. This is a battle bike. This is a real road warrior. I mean, this is a Mad Max machine for sure. Oh my gosh. I like it a lot. And you know, it's really got a lot of extras. It's got the cruise control, heated grips, I'm not sure what else. The traction control, of course. And that incredible power. Incredible power. I think this is the same engine that they use on the Pan America, but tuned for torque. So instead of 150 horsepower, it's 121 horsepower, but it has a lot more torque down low. And I think they've done a very good job. I've driven the Pan America quite a bit, and it's one of my favorite Harley Davidsons, honestly. They're all my favorite Harley Davidson. Who am I kidding? This is a sports bike. This is really amazing. I mean, just fabulous machine. You know, I always talk about Harley making a deal with the motorcycle gods right here through this area. They made a different deal with this one. It still has a long wheelbase, and it is lower to the ground, but she's quite a bit lighter. I think, what did I say, 502 pounds? 227 kilograms? And a very different set of characteristics over a normal Harley Davidson. Very different. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So the transmission on this is very different than the normal Harley transmission. It's still a very smooth transmission, and it's still, you know, right when you're in gear, but it's not a clunk into gear. It's more of a slip into gear, and it moves very quickly, and there's a lot shorter throw between the gears. So it moves very quickly from gear to gear, and there's much shorter throw. Boy, this thing just handles so well. I mean, this is a real handler. I'm absolutely amazed at that. I mean, look at this. Just let's spin around in a circle here and see what we can do. Gravel everywhere, of course. What a place to pick, huh? But no, I mean, it just does it so well. I mean, this is amazing. So handling in the parking lot, it's kind of raked out. It's a little unconventional compared to a normal Harley Davidson or regular motorcycle, but it's very good on these kind of roads. No problem at all. Around town, it's a race bike. 2-lane blacktops. Well, you're leaning forward. It would be a lot of fun. It would definitely be sporty, very sporty riding. Interstate, you could do interstate pretty well, but I'd find something else. I don't think it's really made for that. You know, the aggressive seating position, the forward seating position would be a challenge after a while. It's just an amazing machine, an absolutely amazing machine. I'm blown away by this thing. But look at this. I mean, the handling is, now that I'm getting used to it, the handling is just amazing. You know, very tight, very good. It just kind of falls into the turn. You've got to pay attention. You know, that rake, you really feel the rake. I like it a lot. I mean, this is very different than any Harley I've ridden so far. Absolutely amazing. If you're in the market for a newer used Harley Davidson, get yourself down here to Lust Hills Harley Davidson, lusthillshd.com. These guys can help you out. We've got over 100 bikes in that building right there, and probably another 100 bikes in that building back there. The Toy Box, home of the used bike. Wahoo! I like this. All right, y'all, this is where we fill in the gaps. I was not ready for this video. They kind of surprised me with this motorcycle. It just came in, so I wasn't quite ready for it. But let me tell you what I do know. It's got a 76.4 cubic inch engine. I'm not sure the cc's, but it does say 1250 on the side here, Revolution Max. It's a liquid cooled motor. There's a big old radiator right there. Isn't that amazing? Curved radiator. It's got variable timing, valve timing on the top. Incredibly smooth motor. It's supposed to put out 121 horsepower. It's the same engine about that's in the Pan American, but that one puts out about 150 horsepower. This is tuned differently, I think tuned for torque and tuned for cruising. 94 foot-pounds of torque, that's 127 Newton meters. Beautiful 6-speed transmission, unlike any other 6-speed I've ever used on a Harley Davidson. It's incredibly smooth. It's got a shorter throw between the gears. It goes in and out of the gears much quicker. It doesn't have that clunk, that solid, positive feeling clunk that a normal bike like this would have. I love that feel. I love this feel also. Forks are 43 millimeter. I could not find a travel. If you look at them though, they are inverted, and this looks like about 3.5 inches maybe. So let's say 89 millimeters. I'm not sure about that. Beautiful mag wheel. Look at that. Front tire is a 160/70/17. I mean, look at that thing. It's amazing, isn't it? Just an amazing tire, you know. And the brake, could not find a diameter on that, but that is that's a Brembo. Check that out. Single disc, and you guys saw how well it worked. It worked incredibly well. The rear tire is a 180/70/16. Just a phenomenal tire. I mean, look at that thing. Made for handling, belt drive, of course. This is a monoshock motorcycle, right there. And I'm not sure how you adjust the shock. I'm sure there's a way, but I love this tubular swing arm. You can see the linkage, so it is a linked. That means it's progressive. Very interesting. Can you all see that in there? I mean, that's really nifty. I like that. And I love the belly pan right there. Disc brake on the back. Looks like a single pod Brembo. That's just art, isn't it? Just art. You know, look at that. Look at that. Just the whole thing. The copper color, the black, the white, all that detail. You know, they've done such a good job with that. Ground clearance is supposed to be about 3.5 inches. That's about 89 millimeters. I didn't have any trouble with that. It seemed to work pretty well. Wheelbase is 59.8 inches. It's 1,519 millimeters. Wet weight is supposed to be wet weight, 502 pounds. That's 228 kilograms. That must be the lightest Harley Davidson made. Maybe the Nightster is a little lighter, but this is just an amazing motorcycle in every single way. Fuel capacity, 3.1 gallons, that's 11.7 liters. Seat height, 28.9 inches, 735 millimeters. Those are all the specs I was able to find on it quickly. So let's just kind of look this hot rod over. That is just pure sport. I mean, that is Mad Max to the end right there. I mean, that is amazing. Amazing. That feels like a real fuel tank. I know the Nightster has a fuel down here. Very interesting. Tubular frame. The engine's hanging. Yes, it is. The engine is hanging. It's got that incredible belly pan down there. Look how wide this is through here. Nifty shorty fender. Look at that fender. I bet it isn't 16 inches long. 12, 16 inches long. Amazing. Fork covers here to protect the forks. They should all have that. Harley Davidson. Look at that headlight. That whole front is just, I keep saying Mad Max. It's amazing, just fabulous. If y'all got any questions, put them in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. There's so much to learn about this motorcycle. This is the face of Harley sport biking in the future. This is just a phenomenal machine. Harley Davidson makes great bikes. They make this bike. This is a fabulous motorcycle. This is tradition. This is amazing. This will do what 99% of us want to do. This will do what the rest of us need. This is a true sports machine. You know, look at that thing. They have done an excellent job on this. Just an excellent job. Check out the back end. You know, there are a lot of things said about that rear end, but the more I get to know it, the more I like it. Look at the pipes. It just really looks, I mean, that's almost flat tracky, isn't it? This is where you buy your Harley Davidson. LusHillsHD.com. Down here in southwest Iowa, exit 35 on Interstate I-29. Right next to the beautiful Lus Hills right there. Lus Hills Harley Davidson. Anyway, what a machine. What a machine. Thoroughly impressed with this thing. Would love to take it home. Like I said, they just got it in. I'm sure it's going to be sold shortly. Maybe they can get another one in. I like it. I like it. Now, like I said, if you're interested in something like this, Lust Hills Harley Davidson, lusthillshd.com. Those guys can help you out. It's a beautiful day out. The wind started to pick up a little bit, but you know what? I think I'm going to go ride my hot rod. It's a great day for a bike ride. Life is good. Life is good. Wahoo! Fuzzy biker down here at Lust Hills Harley Davidson. That is Glenn on this hot rod, heirloom, red fade, Fat Bob 114. Look at that thing. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. I love the wheels. Wahoo! Let's take that thing for a spin.